Welcome to the Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Bar and Grill and the Blind Tiger Bar.
Are you starting with the Bluetooth?
I was going to try and start with the Bluetooth.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Is that okay?
Yeah, just remind me to remember the 10 things in my head.
The 10 things in your head. Oh yeah, no, yeah, I'll remember. Now I have to be very
go.
quick about this now. Hold on, I'll just make sure I'm in the right spot. So I don't want that one. Don't want that one. Yeah, okay, I'm ready here now. This is big now. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Welcome everybody to episode 181 of the Kendy and Raybo podcast.
Yeah.
Last week we covered at the top of the show some porn hotspots around the country.
Oh yeah.
And I want to check how much went into Kendy's head.
Oh,
So
shit.
we're going to do a little 30-second quiz.
Oh, brilliant.
To see, do you remember which each county was?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, feel free to be creative.
Okay, absolutely.
Right. Okay, that should be going there now. Is it going? Hold on now. Oh, yeah, okay. Cork.
Midgets.
Oh, for fuck's sake. It stopped when I go out of it. Okay, I'll put the quiz music back in after.
Okay.
But you know what the
I
crack
get
is?
the buzz now.
Right, okay. Dublin.
Grannies.
No, Dublin. Kerry.
Jesus Christ of Almighty.
No, it wasn't him. Kilkenny.
Farming part.
Kilkenny.
Kilkenny was hurls. Just
No,
hurls.
hand jobs.
Oh shit,
Offaly.
sorry. Huh? It was awfully good part.
No,
That's
transgender.
Shit.
Roscommon.
Oh, Roscommon wasn't it?
It was a relative.
Yeah, wasn't it? Your granny.
Yes, well done. Tipperary South.
Government.
Chubby. Westmeath.
Midlands part. Midland part.
It was Squirt.
It was
Congratulations, you did well there now. You had a few of them right.
Oh, I didn't get one. Did I actually get any of them right? No.
You got one or two of them right.
I was picking the shite out of it there. I can only apologise because I couldn't remember one of them. All I kept thinking for all of them was midgets, and then I kept picturing midgets then in me doing that stuff in me head.
I don't know why I decided. That thought came to me over the weekend that that'd be funny now if I quiz them on that.
Come here, tell me this much now. Why did you talk about my hair?
Why? Oh, I complimented Kendy's hair.
Yeah, but did you know, or was it an Irish compliment?
Genuinely. Well, apart from the fact that you had a single hair growing out of your forehead.
Yeah, not mad. Every time I go to a
weird.
barber, like I go to two different barbers. One of them is a gentleman.
To get the same haircut.
Yeah, I do. No, it depends.
Do the sides.
It's all time dependent.
Oh, you don't do it like to get the one haircut?
No, if I'm flat to the mat though at the same time at work, I can't go out to Clooney to Rory's Maitland.
Yes.
So sometimes I tip across to another gentleman called Ali.
Does Rory know
He has
this?
the same name as my daughter, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rory knows this.
Okay.
I have said this
A
to Rory.
polyamorous barber situation.
I said, Rory, this is a polyamorous relationship, right?
Yeah.
I am going to be seeing other barbers while this is going on.
Yeah.
And
he's okay with that.
He's okay with it, yeah. But it's a very alpha male thing to do. Like,
Does Ali know that you also see Rory?
yeah, no, well, actually, I keep it hidden from him.
Right.
He wouldn't be as into it, you see.
Yeah.
So when I go into Ali, he always spots the hair on me forehead and shaves it off.
And shaves it off. It's
Yeah.
mad though. It was pure long. I
and
thought it was a rib in your face.
He always says something like, he always shakes his head and goes, "It annoys me." That's all he says. Annoys me.
Where's Ali from again?
I don't know, is he Turkish or something?
he might be Turkish.
Yeah, I think he might be Turkish.
Yeah.
Anyway, but so me and Rory have one of those kind of relationships where I see other barbers sometimes,
Yeah.
depending on the time, like.
I thought your hair looked well now when I seen
Yeah,
it there.
so I had
You're
someone
dressed
else,
up.
another person called Ali at the weekend, actually, funnily enough, complimented me here.
Your own daughter.
She said, "Jesus Christ, you must have the far side of a 4-inch quiff."
It's quite reminiscent of the 60s.
Isn't it mad? Like, I didn't think that it was. It's actually pretty crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's my hair's getting long, but like I'll take an ocean out to shave that off again. Like,
Right, fair play to you.
I get tick, you know.
If you went tight down the sides, that'd be cool.
See there again, that's another Irish compliment. Like the way you're saying, like you're saying stuff that isn't really a compliment.
Yeah, I'm literally saying that I don't like where.
Yeah,
it is
you're
at the
saying,
minute.
"Geez, I tell you, that's a good head of hair now if you tidied it up."
Sure,
You know what I mean?
but this is what I get at home all the time. I get a question. Have you booked anything into Rory there?
Yeah.
And I'm going, why do I need it?
Yeah, that means you look like shit.
See, I'm going more grey now on the sides. It's
you?
more and more obvious.
Yeah, but would you let that go? No,
Oh, how do you mean let it go?
because you can't really dye that, can you?
No, I wouldn't
very
be in
hard.
favour of dyeing it.
Well, it's very hard to find your hair color as a dye.
Mousy brown.
Like your hair color is kind of like the only way you could get that as a dye is to like scrape it off the rust of a cow shed. Scrape off the side of a cow shed.
And then melt it down.
I kind of melt it down, maybe throw a drop of water in it, and then
Yeah.
you might get that
Yeah.
kind of hair colour.
Yeah.
So you're just going to let it go grey?
No, I you keep it side. I don't mind, like.
I wouldn't bother me either.
No.
Sometimes I nearly wish I was grey.
Why?
Would you rather go grey or bald?
Grey.
You're worried about both.
Oh my God.
Would you?
Yeah.
See, I don't think I'd care either one, to be honest. Like hair like this, like I grew it now, and it look, like shut up you for a sec, because it does look well. Like
I wasn't saying it wasn't. I just complimented you.
so I kind of like the way it is now. Like there's a bit of length on it. I'm looking at myself.
And why
here
are
now.
you looking so well?
I look like Jimmy Neutron's.
Yeah, but why do you look so well?
Because I just do in my life. Look at that part, man. Look at that side part.
I haven't seen you looking like this in a long time.
Oh, that is decent. I haven't looked at the back of my own head in a long time, but.
Let me get on with this. You told me to remind you of 10 things.
Oh, that was one of them. Is why you ran about me hair.
Right.
Second one is that I have a throat infection, man.
Oh,
I'm fucking bet.
yeah.
But half
Pint.
the country's bet.
You'd have to get pints.
And can I say what used to be said? Remember back in the days of COVID?
Yeah.
It's not COVID though. I've checked.
It's not
so,
COVID, yeah,
so
okay.
that everyone at home can't go. Oh my God, Mark was sick in a room with two gentlemen.
Well,
How
one
dare
gentleman.
he?
We keep Brendan out in the hall.
We always keep Brendan out in the cold.
For COVID.
Like metaphorically, and Brendan is left out in the cold.
I don't even want to see him.
The
He
other
has
thing,
to sit back.
the other thing about speaking of cold rays, the other thing that was in my head.
Yes.
And I wanted to do a big shout out to Dave Melly,
Oh,
who I think might be my father, but I haven't asked my mother yet.
Right.
So a big shout out to Dave Melly. Speaking of cold, he brought me a cold brew coffee,
a what?
Guinness.
This is the oddest thing I've ever seen.
So Melly does frequent the northern counties,
Right.
okay? And I must say, if what you can get up north is cold brew coffee beer Guinness, then you might as well keep the 6 counties, because I want nothing to do
But
with this.
it's what was a beautiful tin of Guinness, but
Yeah.
they have coffee brew.
Yeah.
Coffee beer.
If that's what they're up to up there, I want nothing to do with the
Open
red.
it.
I want to keep the 20. I'm up for the 26.
Let's taste it.
Let's keep the 26, man, because I'm going to open this now. So a cold brew Guinness coffee. Let me see the alcohol levels, Raymond, that is in such.
Right.
4%.
I'm hoping that this is nice because I have no beer for this week. It's very upsetting. Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre, if you're out there and you're not doing anything, throw me over now a couple of bottles of Heineken, please. Thank you.
Oh, sweet
It's foaming.
suffering.
Oh, yeah, it's
fucking-
all over the everything now. You've spilled it on all of the surfaces in the box room. Thanks very much.
I hate myself. How do I pour the top of this out now?
If anyone is subscribed to our Patreon, you'll be witnessing at this very moment in time Kendy having a big predicament.
Watch
with
this.
Well, okay, you ready?
I'm not going to drop. I'm not going to drop a meg of this, man.
Okay, I'm going to describe what's happening.
Countdown from 80.
There's a heap. There's a heap of Guinness coffee beer on top of the can now that is spilled out.
Yeah. Countdown from 127.
127, 126, 125, 124. Whoa! He didn't spill a meg. Wait, there's a drop at the bottom. It's about to fall. Ah,
Do you pour it the same way? Look at the amount of bubbles on that, man.
It looks like a normal pint of Guinness.
It smells like coffee, though.
Does it?
Will I leave it and then pour out the rest?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I'll pour it all in. Pour
Oh,
it all in.
God, right, you're going for it.
Have a smell of that.
I'll take a while.
Take a smell of that, man, for yourself.
So when did they bring? I haven't even seen an ad for this.
No, because they wouldn't dare bring it down
here. Oh
here.
my God, it smells like them sweets in the roses box. The ones you only eat like.
Yeah, the ones at the bottom.
Yeah.
The old
coffee
treats left
one.
at the bottom. Ah, for fuck's sake, who ate all the strawberries? There's only old coffee ones left.
Do you know I find it in a lot of workplaces that the old strawberry ones and the orange ones are the last ones to be eaten
No
by
way.
anyone.
Who's not eating this? Come
Absolute
here.
muck savages.
Did you? Were you around town last week?
Not a whole
There
pile.
was absolute pandemonium in town last week, Ray.
Why?
Because have you ever seen that episode of Father Ted with Owen McLove? We actually interviewed that gentleman, didn't we?
Right.
What's his name, Brendan? Patrick McDonald.
Yes.
So it was similar to that. Word got around Sligo that Tesco had Quality Street on sale for €2 box.
Wow.
And owl ones came, Ray, from Riverstown, from Ballymote.
Ballygawley.
I saw 2 owl ones, Ray. They had a combined age of 180, right? And they were both carrying like 6 a hand, of boxes of this
That's
stuff
good
out.
value, though.
Unbelievable. And then I went into Tesco, Ray, to buy budget headphones because I'd forgot mine for work, right?
Yes.
So I'd like, go over here and get an old pair of €9 Phillips, right?
Right.
So I tipped over, right, to get the €9 Phillips. And upstairs in the hardware department and electronics
An
department.
unbelievable shop.
It's a great place to be, actually.
Everything
upstairs
from
at Tesco.
socks to USB sticks.
It's unreal. So even up there, one of the women behind the counter, there was an unmerciful line because one of the women behind the counter got wind that they were €2, and she was down there, and she came up stacked with them. And an old one in the queue said, "Jesus Mary, is there any left?" And she said, "There's not many left. No, you want to go down and get them now before
And the
you
queue
can."
disappeared.
Honestly, that's but 2, and then behind her, then another one goes, "Oh, I was going to go down myself now," and all I could see is them fighting over them. Owl ones love Quality Street, but the point is, The strawberry quality street, even though the quality street as a box is shit.
Yeah.
The strawberry quality street, man.
It's a magnificent sweet.
Oh my God. Anyway, this is settled now. That was a good chat to make this Guinness settle. I am now going to take a slug of cold brew coffee Guinness.
Cold beer.
Cold beer.
Is it coffee? No, coffee beer.
It's called cold brew coffee beer and it's Guinness.
It is cold brew.
A big shout out
coffee beer.
to Dave Melly.
Flavorful notes of coffee, chocolate and caramel make for a delicious yet refreshingly sweet taste sensation.
You like Guinness, do you? How about Protestant Guinness? Here we go.
Go on. Lamp it into you there. What's the Protestant Guinness taste like? Obviously nothing wrong with Protestant Guinness. Oh, he's stunned.
I feel like I'm after drinking the worst milkshake I've ever drank. Take a fucking slug of that, man.
Thank you.
Suck out of that for yourself.
Thank you, Melly, for giving us this absolute abject abhorrence.
Yeah. An abomination.
Oh, it's the sweet. It's totally the... That'll do. Can I have the rest of that?
Yeah, you can, man.
Thank you.
It's puck.
It's actually not the worst.
That's a no
It
for
tastes
me.
like bad Guinness.
If that was, yeah.
Like the stuff you get.
Yeah. No, it's kind of like, geez, I think that pint's gone off, but I drink it though.
Drink it
because
anyway.
I paid for it, like.
Yeah.
But if that came up to Dragon's Den, Raymond, now they'd be laughed out the door, like.
You'd wonder, but I'm kind of enjoying that now.
But isn't it not worrisome, Ray, that that's the kind of stuff that they're coming up with up there?
I don't think they realise how it works. Imagine going into a pub or going into somewhere, a reputable institution here in Sligo, like the Blind Tiger, and asking for a pint of coffee Guinness.
Yeah, like, I mean, for God's sake, like, I worry about the integration periods that's going to be if ever we get the 32 counties back. Because I worry about the cultural integration, Raymond, of these. Because if they come down here with this stuff, they'd be laughed out the door. They'd be laughed back over the border.
But such is a place as the Blind Tiger, which does serious coffee and serious Guinness. Yeah. Is this not the perfect product?
No.
Has Brian O'Sullivan realised that this product is available?
Maybe he's the one that's fucking brewed it.
I think it's a marvellous introduction.
It could be brewed out the back of the Blind Tiger. Now, can I also say one time, and I'm not going to name the pub, and please don't. I absolutely hate when you come out with like, oh, I know where it is, I'm going to name it now, and then I can't tell a bad story.
Okay.
Don't fucking do that. I don't give a shit, man.
Right.
Right? I went into a pub one time.
Yeah.
Right? Somewhere in Europe.
Okay, I'm not gonna name it. You don't have to be. I'm
not
not gonna name it.
Sorry.
Go on.
I said, I'll have a pint of your finest Guinness, please. Thank you very much. She said, we're all out.
Huh.
I said, I'll batter you up. No. She said, I do have this other stout though, a porter, and it's made like from, like there was stuff from the bog in it. And I was like, okay, if it's porter, just give it to me.
Yeah.
Ray, I swear to God, if I had actually drank the juice out of me welly after going to the bog, it would have been nicer than this shit.
Can you name the porter?
I thought you were going to say, can you name the porter? No, I can't remember the name of it. Bogdust or something.
Bogdust, right, okay.
It's called Bogdust Porter.
I like this stuff.
But, you know, it begs the question. There's a lot of people boycotting Heineken now.
There are. I don't agree with that.
Oh, lovely. Okay, why? Because you like Heineken.
Yeah. But it doesn't serve me very well at all.
Good, because that's the thing. Because let's just say, if they said, look, we're boycotting Guinness, you have to drink this other kind of stuff now. I mean, it's a load of bollocks, isn't it, though?
Well, I have a problem. Can we talk about this for a second?
Yeah,
right.
Of course you can. That's why I tried to bring us up.
Lovely. Heineken increased their price by, I believe, what, 17 cent?
Yeah.
So they say, right, the 17 cent on a pint.
Yeah.
Great. Does the pub not go, fair enough, Heineken?
Yeah.
It's your baby.
Yeah.
I'll just put the 17 on.
Yeah.
I'll continue making the profit I'm making.
Yeah.
Why are the publicans so vexed? Are they annoyed on behalf of me?
They're annoyed on your behalf.
I don't want them to get annoyed on my behalf.
But
I'll boycott the Heineken if I'm annoyed at the price of it.
Yeah.
But why does the publican have to be social justice?
Because the publican has now seen an opportunity to go, okay, well, what I'm going to do now is I am going to push some of these other local beers because these Heineken ones are a shower of bastards.
I don't know.
So that's what they're doing there. Now, also, you're not really the common man. You have a lot of different views, like to what a lot of people. When people get outraged, you usually just go, fucking sure, why? Just go with it, like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a mass murderer runner. He killed 40 people. But come on now, let's not push the boat.
Why did he do it?
Yeah, but come on now, let's get to the bottom of it. Like, let's have a talk to him. Let's talk to him.
Let's talk to the
Let's have a little chat with him and see what he's doing. Yeah,
could be a very good reason.
But like, so I kind of get it a little bit. But I mean, if they did it to Guinness, I can't see a natural substitute. And here's the thing. They might end up sponsoring us, right? But Island's Arse. What's that again?
They're not sponsors of this show anyway.
Island's Arse.
Island's Arse is exactly that.
So they have so they have an ad campaign now where they're very evidently trying to say this is a lot smoother and less bitter than Guinness is.
Yes, I've seen
so
that.
that's what their ad is based on. This is less bitter.
Yeah.
And it should be changed to, you mean tasteless?
Yeah.
It's
Maybe we like the bitterness.
It is absolutely puck.
Is it?
It's fucking, does not, you drink it and you go, I don't want to go baiting anyone. I don't want a chipper.
It doesn't make you want the things you want in a normal
It doesn't.
night.
It doesn't make you want to do anything. Like,
Right.
there's something tremendous
Wives
about...
will be delighted with that.
Oh, they'll be wives. Maybe they won't,
Yeah,
though.
divorce is down
No,
in the
maybe-
country by 82%, all thanks to Island's Edge.
No, but maybe they won't, though, man. I mean, we've alluded to it on this show before, but maybe they'll go, geez, he has to come home and bet me long. He must be betting someone
You
else.
could just imagine, like, taking the slurp, finishing the pint of Island's Edge and going, do you know something, lads? I think I might tip home to the wife.
The Saturday movie is on. I might
Yeah,
fucking...
I kind of miss her. I'm after drinking this and I kind of miss the wife.
It's fucking... It's Richie Rich and Macaulay Culkin. She said it's on at 7:30. I might go back.
Sorry, lads, no. All right, yeah. The local GA team win the All Ireland or something.
But that's what Island's Edge is, though. Sorry, the local JA team wins All
I was
Ireland.
just seeing that one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they'd be all sitting there and they'd be they get to the pub at like 3 o'clock. 4 o'clock, they're all gone home. We have to think about next year's championship, lads.
Yeah, I just got this epiphany, like, maybe we shouldn't be celebrating.
Yeah.
You know? Should we all go home and we get a good night's rest? How
Yeah,
about
I
that,
think so.
everyone?
Let's get ready for next year. We have to defend this title.
Yeah, that's exactly what Island's Edge is.
Yes.
Island's Edge is the fucking voice of reason.
Island's Edge.
You know?
The voice of
Yeah.
reason.
Island's Edge. Have you a family to look after? Jeez, you better get going. Like, I heard, like... and
principled pint.
This might only be a rumour now, like, I mean, and I haven't seen the stats on it yet, but apparently you can drink 15 pints of Island's Edge and still pick up the kids from school.
And it's still legal to drive.
It's
after
still legal to drive, like,
Yeah,
after. Like,
yeah,
you can go pick
yeah.
up the kids, like, no
Yeah.
bother at all after
The
drinking 15
requirement of the
pints.
Irish driving test now. Have you had your 4 pints?
Do you remember those ads years ago that would have been like, think about the fourth one?
Oh,
Don't
well,
have
it's
it.
like, if you've had 5, don't
Yeah.
drive.
Yeah, that fuck, man. Jesus, unreal,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all the crack of it as well. I'm trying my best to keep me head from leaking.
Do you want to go blow your nose?
Would that be an awful stunt?
It wouldn't. We could pause for a minute.
Yeah, okay.
We'll
well,
pause for a
let's do
minute.
that. We'll be back with you, folks. Have a listen to these ads.
Okay.
Island's Edge, distilled from the highlands of Ireland, where men made the right decision. They went home early, they minded their families, and they put their children through college. Island's Edge.
A lovely mortgage. Island's Edge. You have a financial advisor's meeting in the morning. You better go home.
Yeah.
Okay, so that I'm back. Sorry about that. No, but I was leaking from everything.
Right.
Now, okay. Ray, I could have offered you this Carlsberg, but I don't want to drink it yet because it's a Liverpool Champions League one from 2020.
No, it's fine. I got my
definitely-
coffee Guinness
definitely gone
brew
on.
here, which is grand.
Okay. Come here. Any crack from you or no or any news?
Well,
or-
I'm conscious. How do you want to work this now? You said you had 10 things. We've been through about 3.
I can't remember the rest 7.
Okay. Well, then will I just kick in then?
You just go with it.
So I may start off with an apology.
2.
2, I spoke last week
Yeah.
on last week's podcast about my gig on the Thursday,
Yeah.
which was being run by a popular Dublin radio station, Dublin based radio station.
Yeah.
And I have to retract everything I said.
What?
It was an absolute delight.
But you didn't say it wasn't a delight.
Well, no, I said that I was afraid of it because I thought
yeah.
there'd be some clipboard wielding people around
Oh, yeah.
telling me to
And
repaint
they were all
walls.
lovely.
Well, it all started on the Wednesday evening.
Right.
I have to take you back that far.
Oh, okay, take me back, Ray.
Take you back.
Take me on a journey,
Set,
please. Thank
set
you.
the scene. So I obviously tipped in. It's a big gig on the Thursday, so I tipped in the Wednesday night into Anderson's tremendous event centre
Yeah.
to make it even more tremendous.
And slept there.
Little did I know that the junior cert results had been released on the Wednesday,
Jesus.
and therefore
The junior certs got released.
1,000 junior certs attended a function.
Right. A dinner dance.
A dinner dance. To celebrate the receipt of the results, albeit 3 months late.
That must have been a lovely dinner dance. Who was playing? Big Tom.
Well, I'll tell you now, it was a tremendous thing to witness. Okay, so 1,000 students.
Very
First of
well
all,
behaved.
All the staff had to wear high-vis vests
Right, okay.
just to distinctify them
That
from
I am not a student.
I am not at the student
Yes.
event.
And you
Yeah?
didn't bother.
I didn't. But actually, that's right. I didn't bother, but I was away off in a different area, overlooking the whole situation.
Okay.
And some of a remarkable event ran by Anderson, but very responsible.
Yeah.
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 They had a wellness area,
What does that mean?
an area of seats, very holistic,
Right, okay.
and they had water,
Looking after people.
looking after people. So if you were dancing and you got dehydrated, you could sit down and you could have a glass of water under the watchful eye of the tremendous staff at Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre. That's all.
Okay.
It was just a really well-run event.
You must never want us to have money ever. Fuck's sake.
That was the Wednesday night, and we got all the gear set up, and I was all prepared for the Thursday.
Right.
Well, they all landed down the 2FM crew. Some very nice people.
Yeah.
There was Kate.
Kate.
There was Graham, and there was Scott.
Right.
Scott was the most beautiful man in the world.
Go ahead.
He pretty much was like my guardian angel. I felt at the end of the day that I turned around to Kate and Graham and said, your man Scott was great help. Who's Scott? Do you know, it was that kind of buzz.
Like, there has never been a Scott.
There never has been a Scott.
No,
he pretty much looked after me all day.
Oh, there was a Scott, but he died 10 years ago.
He died
Ray,
the last
you're
gig.
talking about this Scott fella like you wanted him draped over you.
He was just marvellous, so he was. Basically, he came in, he was the recording engineer for the day.
Oh, yeah.
So 2FM, the gig was Chasing Abbey, La Boom, and Lucy Blue.
Yeah. Lucy Blue.
Lucy Blue. Yeah. And the three bands, or acts, shall we say, they were marvellous, all of them. And really nice people.
Yeah.
And I had to do the sound.
Yeah.
But Scott was there.
And was he taking a line from you?
Scott was recording it, he's taking a line.
Yeah.
And he just did everything. Like, he had everything set up by the time I got there.
Right.
And it was just marvellous. I had a really nice day.
And... okay, so this is all true now, by the way, everything you're saying right
Everything
now.
was, yeah, it's all
okay,
true.
that's great. So this Scott gentleman, how can we get him on board here?
To replace the man we have.
Well, just not to know. Brendan's doing a great job flicking keys off himself.
Yeah.
But someone to look after all this spaceship shit that's going on around the place.
It'd be nice to
How
get
much?
Scott. He's expensive.
Salary? Let's see what salary do you
We'll
reckon
talk
he's
to
on?
him.
How much do you reckon he's on?
28.
Yeah.
It's starting.
You fucking asked him.
Starting 28.
You had that number in your can.
Yeah.
I reckon Scott's on the far side of 70 grand.
Yeah, he probably is. I just wanted. He's freelance though. That's where it's at now
Oh,
these
is he?
days. Yeah.
I also I once dealt with an audio engineer who was working for Radio 1.
Oh.
RTE now.
Yeah.
Oh, that was 2FM, so it might have been the same fella.
Could have been.
It might have been the same fella.
Was he 6'9"?
I didn't measure him now, Ray.
No.
No, I didn't measure him because he was lying.
I just looked up to him all day.
Yeah, but you were just looking up to him.
Yeah, in a metaphysical
You know
sense.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So this Scott gentleman, Raymond, did you get his number?
No. Oh,
Yeah,
I
but
did. I have it. Yeah. Sorry.
You're texting him, man. You weird shit.
No,
like.
I'm not. No.
You're saying, Scott, sorry, I was just thinking about that line that I gave you. Was it all right? Or you don't like that kind of crack? Come here, I was just thinking about that line. Like,
I did actually spoil him a little bit because I said to him just before the show started, I said, would you like a slice of cheesecake and a cup of tea?
Oh.
And he says, geez, that's exactly what I'd like. So the two of us sat there and we had cheesecake and tea. Sorry, Laura.
Where is he from?
He's from Kildare.
All right, okay.
No, originally from Dublin, living in Kildare.
Does he...
He has a partner.
Sorry
and a
about
baby.
that. Oh, fucking hell, Ray.
Yeah, sure.
That's heartbreak, but all the good ones do.
Yeah,
Isn't
they
that
do,
true?
in
Like,
fairness, yeah.
tell me this, was he Dublin?
He was not too Dublin though.
Right.
Yeah, he's a dub that had got out.
He wasn't...
Do you know?
So he wasn't telling you how he did sound for Phil Lennon?
He did at one stage. He dropped it in. He said he used to guitar tech for Prince.
Ah, well, so there you go.
So I had to look at him and I went, Jesus, you're not far over the age of 35. How in the name of Jesus did you do guitar? Did Prince not around the 80s?
Yeah, so he would do that. I was 10, yeah, I was fucking 10, and I just started, he saw me one day.
Yeah.
He saw me one day, I was just fucking, I hit record and an old tape recorder, he said, that's my guitar
That's
tech.
my guy there.
Yeah,
now.
and then Phil Lynott was there. It's always Phil Lynott and Bruce Shields that are there, like.
Well, I think Bruce Shields taught him everything he knew.
Yeah, I taught Bruce Shields everything. I was in the band with him. And he brought this wee fella in one time. Phil, he said, this is Phil.
Anyway.
Fucking everyone has one of those stories.
Look, I love Scott. That was a marvellous event. Fair play to everybody. Now, and then as well, you get a bit of a shock when you ask the Laboom guys, $3 were in Laboom.
Yeah.
I asked them, I said, do you know the way you just asked, well, are you busy now for the Christmas?
Yeah.
What are you doing next?
Flat out.
Flat out, yeah, we have the Olympia next week. And I went, what?
No shagging way.
Yeah.
What do they call it? Laboom.
Laboom.
Laboom. And,
Yeah, which in French means the boom.
it's actually it's kind of hard to get around that in a way, isn't it?
Tis
Like, you know that. So tell me about the Boom, Raymond. And so I'm ignorant. Why don't I know them?
I don't know why I don't know them. I'll tell you what to do. They bring in a fold-out table, right? And they set up like 1,000,001 little small keyboards and a picnic. Right. No, they put a lovely little dress.
Can I just get a bit more high end than the Pringles? Because they're fucking...
No, they set up a load of little keyboards and they have a guitar and they have some drums, not all of them.
Right. But not all of them.
Yeah, not all the drums. They have like a rack tom and a floor tom, some cymbals and some bottles.
Right.
And a few cowbells.
Yeah.
And they just make marvellous disco music.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
But do they play it all live?
Yes, I believe so.
Can I tell you another story? This has nothing to do with the Boom now.
The Boom.
Okay. I watched a DJ duo one time at a gig, right? Where I was with the sound engineer, I was working at it, and there was a DJ duo where one gentleman with long hair from Germany was pressing play, while another gentleman with no hair from Germany was playing what is called an octopad. Now, if you don't know what an octopad is there, it is 8 drum pads on a square.
Oh, yeah.
And you would hit them for different sounds.
Yes.
Pre-programmed.
Yeah.
So while the gentleman was pressing play on the decks, he was doing a beat to them.
Yeah.
Right?
Boo, boo, boo.
And while I said
Boo, boo.
To the sound engineer at the time, working for a tremendous company up north, by the way, who I won't mention because he doesn't want this to be said, I said to him, Jesus, this is kind of a load of shite, isn't it? Right? To which he said, if you think that's a load of shite, watch this.
Yeah.
And he muted the octopad.
Yeah.
And it turned out they weren't doing anything at all.
No.
Your man was just doing it to
But
do
this
nothing.
miming is the new thing.
Yeah, but like, why can't I get away with it for 2 hours on a Tuesday with Brendan?
Because
why can't I just play back a track?
Well, you could play a backing track.
Right.
But you'd have to mime to it.
Yeah, no, but is it harder to do that? Because we definitely have DJs who listen to us, and I know that there's an art to the DJ. But there also isn't, though, a lot of the time.
No.
More at the same time, though.
Sometimes it's just a Spotify playlist.
There's a DJ behind us now, right? But I mean, but I don't mind DJs. I prefer the normal DJ who bangs on the tunes, right? And just thinks about what song to do next. I'm after doing a bit of ABBA there. What'd be good next now? I'll do a bit of I'll put on Footloose. You know what I mean? They go, I'll try and match those beats there. I'll try and keep this train going now while I'm at it. I respect them more than the boys who are going, yeah, well, I'm actually a shit hot DJ there, but scratching the
but
balls.
some of them are very
the
good.
only scratching they can do is scratching the balls, man.
There was a very proficient, I can't remember the
Proficient.
word. Proficient DJ from the west of Ireland. Right. I won't say where.
Yeah.
But he had now, that's what I call weddings. And he used to be very successful.
Yeah, that's good,
It was a 3-disc set.
Yeah.
And he'd bring them with him. And he'd play a song off one CD.
Brilliant.
And then he'd swap to the next CD.
Brilliant idea.
And him at a fortune.
Yeah, but that's great, though. He's dead right, though. No, that's the thing, though. He's dead right, because he's not pretending to be fucking Carl Flocks abroad.
Can I get on and tell you the rest of my story now?
Go on, man. Tell me what you're on about, though.
Anyway, so got over that.
I like DJs, by the way.
Woke up on the Friday morning, off to London, as I told
London,
you.
Bravo.
I was going to London Bravo, innit?
Yeah.
And on the drive up to London Bravo, now I might have told you last week, the problem I had with the Thursdays, I was missing the show on the Thursday night where young Laura was starting in the Sean Personal original Cedarwood Drive, and we'll talk about that in a second.
Unreal.
Yeah. So I was missing that, and I realised on Friday that I wouldn't be home in time on Saturday to see it from London.
So you didn't see any of it?
So this is how London went for me. I changed things around. First of all, I went to London.
Yeah.
Got there. Hung out with Hannah, Will and Shawnee.
That's right.
Will is from Brisbane.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
He's only new to London. But to tell you one thing he didn't know anything about.
Go on.
The Saw Doctors.
But he'd never heard of them.
He'd never heard of them.
You were there to go see the Saw Doctors.
I was there to go see the Saw Doctors in Brixton Academy.
A friend of ours, Ray,
Yeah.
pointed out, he said, why is Ray doing the most culty thing in the history of culty things? You flew to London to see the Saw Doctors. I mean, all you were missing was a top saying Intersport and crying at the Green and Red and Mayo.
Well, I have a problem with the Mayo jersey because it was targeted.
What?
I was lucky not to be wearing one.
Honest to God, man.
So we arrived in anyway at the Brixton Academy, right? And we stood there, the four of us, and I was very excited about Will, having never seen these lads before. Yeah. But we were accompanied by another 6'9" Mayo man.
Right.
And he was head to toe in the Mayo jersey.
Yeah, of course he was.
Right?
Can I just say as well, by the way, I have to, because it sounded like I was insulting. The Saw Doctors are the best Irish band of all time.
They're just marvellous.
They actually are the best Irish band of all time.
Yeah.
Okay?
Until you have to explain some of their songs to a man from Brisbane. That's where shit gets funny.
Yeah, okay.
So I felt very obliged to try and make Will enjoy himself.
Yeah, okay.
Because I knew
you explained every line of the songs.
He had come from work, and he works at a very important engineering job.
Right.
He was building some fancy London building.
Okay.
And he was stressed out with meetings and such.
Yes.
And he wanted to go to bed. Last thing he wanted to do was stand in a room, and it was jammed full of Irish.
Jammed full of Mayo jerseys.
Just it was the most unruly, messy crowd I've ever been around in my life.
Away. Yeah.
Everybody's moving.
Yeah, no, but that's what they do, though. Did they do the hair wrap?
Yeah, I'll get to that.
Like, how would you explain to a man from Brisbane
they're
actually talking about silence there?
It started with coming home to Tuam.
Right.
When I had to tell Will that Tuam was not a woman.
They're speaking about it like it's a woman.
Their town.
Yeah. I want to land inside you.
There's another one then, the N17. I had to hop out
That's
Google
a road
Maps.
outside
I had to
you.
show him the map with the N17. That's a song about this road.
Unreal.
It's got stone walls and the grass is green.
Yeah.
Right?
I used to love her. This is about falling in love with someone's old one.
No. I used to love her. I said, this is about someone who obviously left a person and no longer had feelings for them.
Yeah.
Right?
She's fallen for someone else.
To which Will turned around and said, it sounds very upbeat for someone who went through that.
Actually, that's true, yeah. It's not like your old school, like Adele. I moved on.
No,
it's look. I found
I used to love her.
Yeah.
A
A long
time ago.
Yeah, now we're shifting someone else.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Now, having said that, they have some heartfelt ones as well, but they're not some of them. They're all belchers of songs.
Joyce Country Ceilidh Band.
The Joyce Country Ceilidh Band.
I had to explain that when I said this is about a Ceilidh band.
Yeah. The Joyce Country Ceilidh Band.
And they do funerals, weddings, and wakes.
Yeah, they do do's and functions, weddings and wakes.
Yeah. And then the hair wrap was as well. I said, do you remember? You might have brought home hay bales in Brisbane.
Yeah.
He said, no, I didn't.
No, yeah.
And I said, so you do not know the exhilaration of being on top of a trailer.
That is another Galway Mayo thing as well.
Very much so.
And could you, Raymond, explain to him the verse that says, "Will Galway bait Mayo"?
No,
you couldn't explain.
We
that
had
to him.
left at that point.
Yeah, you hadn't made it to the Galway
because
Galway
I
Mayo
got
verse.
hit by a pint.
What?
I got hit by a pint. Two of us got hit. Me and Sean B got hit by a pint.
Jesus Christ!
Someone during one of the more Mayo-related songs, I think it might have been Clare Island.
Yeah.
Someone fired a pint at my good hammered friend in the Mayo jersey standing beside us and missed. And it hit the back of Shawnee's head. Now, not a real glass, a plastic glass.
Still.
Because they were selling 2-litre pints of stuff.
No
of
wonder
San
people
Miguel.
are out of it. Jesus Christ.
So this 2-litre plastic glass of San Miguel came hurtling through the air, hit the back of Shawnee's head and spilled all over me.
Why was the glass being thrown at your man?
Because he was wearing a Mayo jersey and they're a Galway band. And the rivalry still exists.
No, they don't. That's not fair. The Saw Doctors wouldn't like that.
No, they wouldn't.
No, they wouldn't like that.
And I really wanted to find the man that did it.
Yeah, the fuck. So you had to go because you were covered in shite. You didn't even make it to the
I
Willie
was covered in
Joe
shite
verse.
now. I should have had the bag with me.
Yeah.
Right? But I travelled.
Listen, everyone's bringing a bag to gigs now, man.
No, I mean to London. I had left my bag full of things in the van because...
Full of gadgets and gizmos.
On the way up, I realised I wouldn't be home in time for Laura's show on the Saturday.
Yeah.
So I changed my flight.
Okay.
So I left the bag behind me and I travelled to London with just a phone and a passport.
Come here now. The Sean Purcell show was good, Ray, but fucking hell.
Yeah. So I changed the flight from a 4 o'clock flying out on Saturday to a 6:20 a.m. flight from Stansted Airport.
New love, Brendan.
Did you know this now?
No. Brendan, new love is absolutely crazy.
But I was high in the idea of doing it. It was like a little adventure of leaving the bag behind in the van. Just trying. I didn't even bring my jacket. Now, if I'd have known there was a cloakroom at the Brixton Academy, I'd have brought the jacket.
Are you special needs?
No, but this was me. So that the idea was that I'd get to London, I'd meet up with the gang, and we would go to the Brixton. I'd drink loads of San Miguel and 2-litre pint glasses, and I'd have a great time. And then I'd get in the train, and I'd go to Stansted Airport.
Right.
Straight to the airport.
So you didn't want to have the crack with these people?
I had all the crack. Till 1 o'clock in the morning, we drank pints.
Right.
And then I stopped. And when they went home on the tube, I got off one of the tubes and I got on another tube, brought me out to Stratford, got me on a bus. This was 1 o'clock. Got to Stansted Airport on the bus at 2. Arrived in Stansted Airport. Did you know that the security in Stansted Airport doesn't open till 2 o'clock?
Yeah, but it's the same in Dublin, sure.
I arrived at 3 minutes to 2 and I asked the man, I said, when does this open up, this here airport? He said, 3 minutes. I said, great.
And he stood there.
Yeah.
Like,
we both really awkward.
Just dipping his biscuit into the tea, like, you know. Then, like, wipes the crumbs off, looking at the clock. You know?
Yeah. I was the second person into Stansted Airport on Friday night.
Jesus.
And or Saturday morning. Landed in and there was a gentleman with a high-vis vest and a little tractor, and I asked him, I said, what's the story? Where's the good place to sleep? And he said, there's a quiet seating area downstairs, down the escalator.
What time is your flight at?
My flight was at 6:20.
What is going on? Oh, just to see the musical?
Yeah, well, I knew the flight I had booked wouldn't get me home, and the afternoon flights were too expensive.
No, but that's not the point I'm getting at.
Why?
If I said to Nicola, that weekend that you're gone away, I'm doing this thing.
Yeah.
She'd say, best luck with it.
Best luck with it. No, but I
right,
couldn't miss it. Even for Sean Purcell's sake, I had to be there.
No, nothing to do with your person. You had absolutely nothing to do with your person. You're pulling that shit. Right?
Yeah. No, I didn't go all 3 nights. No, I couldn't. It was busy.
Because the last show you went all the nights.
Yeah, I know. I felt bad.
But is that... What's happening there now? And I want to get to the bottom of this genuinely. Is that young love and still blossoming?
It's
Is it though? Because, like, honest to God, if I told Nicola, you're not going to believe this, I'm actually playing full forward for Roscommon in Croke Park next week, she'd say, look, let me know what time you're going to be back at, because,
I'll need a feed.
I want to go sleep and stuff. She wouldn't give a flying shit, man.
It wasn't all about that. I'd love to take credit for it and say it was all about seeing Laura on the show.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Okay.
There was the adventure of sleeping in an airport. I'd never done it before.
Right.
Yeah.
You are. So when do you like grow up and stuff like that?
I've never done it.
Because your graw and lust for misery is absolutely staggering.
If you thought the hostel was bad,
Yeah.
this quiet seating area, wow, it's loads of seats, right?
You'll
And
get diddled.
I didn't get diddled, although I did wake up. I think I did this drop of sleepwalking in the airport. In that I woke up at one stage, so I found my little seat about 2:20, and I set my alarm for 5:20, and I rolled up and I used my jumper. As oh, by the way, I had to buy a Saw Doctors t-shirt because my own t-shirt, my Jack and Jones, got all covered in beer.
Oh my God.
So I had a Saw Doctors t-shirt on. So I curled up my hoodie, which was thankfully saved. I had it taken off at the time. And I put it under my head and I fell asleep. About 4:30, I woke up and there was an Indian gentleman standing near me. And I said something to him, but I don't remember what it was.
He wasn't standing there for long.
No, he wasn't.
You said something like over here, you fucking...
No, I just don't know. I think they said something about, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there type thing. But I got very panicked when I seen him.
But why...
I woke up at 5:20.
Why? Do you know what's a lovely adventure for me? Like,
What?
I might have maybe a donut after 8 o'clock. Like, I go, dude, I should be fucking eating this now before bed. Look at that.
It was a lovely adventure.
Isn't it mad? Like, because you're nearly... Like, do you mind saying what age you are?
39 going on 40.
So you're nearly 40, and your big adventure is sleeping
In
in a
Stansted Airport.
in a shipping container with
I
your
felt
man,
like Tom
and then
Hanks.
in Stansted Airport.
Felt like Tom Hanks. in the
What is
terminal.
wrong with you? Though? Why have you just said? What are you missing? What is the end goal? Like, if you do this thing, climb Everest, and then you're like, I don't need any more now.
I
of
think
this
it's
stuff.
down to me. I love when you have a plan and then you have to change the whole plan.
You hate that.
I love it.
You absolutely hate that.
I'm telling you, I love it. I love changing the plan.
Sorry, as long as you made both the plans, you're happy enough with.
Yes.
Yeah. They both have to be your plans.
So what are you saying? If I
You
had
made the original plan,
and then someone else changed it.
No, yeah, and if someone else changed it, you're like, no, because this isn't the plan I made. But so if you made the original plan and then changed,
and
the
then
plan,
I get to do a different plan.
Yeah,
I
you're
get to do
delighted.
2 plans in the same day.
Yeah, you're absolutely delighted with that.
That was what it was.
I still think it's staggering that you. I mean, like, people travel the world and shit, like, but I think even they do it better than you do. Like, I don't know.
I have to recommend it now. If anyone ever doesn't want to spend £300 on a hotel in London, but you still want to go out in London, tip over on the flight on the Friday afternoon, $14.99 Ryanair, and then just tip back on the 620, $10.99.
Like, me, Nicola, and Ali are going to Boston in January.
You could do this.
And right up until the moment of purchase, like,
Yeah.
I was buying an extra seat just so no one would sit beside us.
Get away.
Like, that's how comfortable I want to be.
Oh, wow.
You know?
Yeah.
And, I mean, I don't know. Like, if they had told you, listen, Ray, it's $10.99 to go home, but we'll do it for $4.99 if you sleep on the wing. Like,
No,
as in if you go out.
No, I wasn't.
You probably would have said, fuck it, you know what, actually, I haven't done that yet.
I haven't slept in the wing before.
I might try that, actually. I might sit in the wing for the flight home, like, you know.
No, I have to say that it was enjoyable. I was in bits now driving because I was hungover when I woke up at 5:20.
Yeah.
I went to sleep drunk.
Yeah.
And then 3 hours later, I was hungover.
Nothing worse. Like, that's.
It was a real horrible.
shit.
And then brought me a little croissant and my cup of tea.
Oh.
Got on the plane.
And come here, when you got back, so you did see the show.
I did. Go
And-
back, went to bed for a couple of hours.
and-
And the show was absolutely marvellous.
I went to see it with Brendan on Thursday night,
How did you enjoy it?
and I absolutely loved it.
Can you explain what it's about now that you've seen it?
Yeah, so it took me ages.
Figure
But that's
it
out
out.
of my stupidity. I turned to Brendan about 5 minutes from the end of the first act, and I said to him, "Oh, they're dead." Didn't I? I turned to him and I was like, "Oh, Brendan, them 2 women are dead."
Them 2 women are dead.
And he was like, "Yeah, I know, you bollocks."
Yeah,
Of
but
course
it
they're dead.
is missing that kind of direction. There's 2 ladies that kind of start.
Yeah.
And there's no real, you kind of have to come
Well, that's
to
the
the
mystery of
conclusion.
it. You
Yeah.
can't- yeah, but most people figure that out after 10 minutes when they're supposed to.
Yeah.
When there's all these, what they call soliloquies or whatever the hell they are.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh yeah. But like, I figured it out way too late. Like, I think they actually had to turn and say, look, we're dead.
Joe Bursell to come out on the stage
Yeah.
going, the
Someone-
2 ladies here,
Yeah.
dead.
Someone came out and said, oh, we're dead. And I said, Brendan, I think they're dead. Like.
It was like a rerun of The Sixth
But
Sense.
can I just say, Laura was tremendous in it.
She was.
She had a
I'm
great little
glad I
scene
got to
right
see
at
it.
the end of the first act,
Yeah.
which really hit home. But and everybody was brilliant. Brendan as the dog, oh my Christ Almighty! If ever, I hate saying this about him, but it's true. He was born to be a dog.
Yeah, this is another Brendan Reid.
Yeah. He was
Fair
born
play.
to be a dog. He was unbelievable.
Very good.
The
Shout
kids,
out to the kids and the orchestra.
the music was deadly.
Yeah.
But this is the point of getting to. The kids, Ray,
Yeah.
were fucking class.
They were very good now.
And it was unreal to see little kids going, yeah, no, I do musical theatre. Like,
Yeah.
sure, I'm delighted with it, and it's great.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I thought it was unreal.
Did it inspire you to get back at it?
It did, yeah. I wrote my own one and I started
Very
it.
good.
Yeah, it's already been on the Hawks. Well. Huh?
Would you write a musical?
Would
you
I
have it in
no,
you? Because you've written
no.
songs.
No.
Instagram Young One,
no.
etc.
Yeah, but like, I mean, you can't have a musical where every chord is G, D, E minor, and C.
I'm sure Niamh Crowley would fix it.
Niamh Crowley would go.
She'd take your G, D, C, and
She would
E
not.
minor.
She'd look at that and go, Mark, that's really cute. I'm actually going to put that song right up in my fridge now at home. That's exactly what you do. That's a lovely little piece
It's a
of
lovely
roast.
little piece. It's not a musical, but it's a lovely little piece.
That's not bad. Now, do you know what? I might wipe the child's mouth with that later on. It's a lovely piece of paper. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous piece of paper. That'll do a great tea towel.
Okay.
You know, so there's no way. I don't have that in me. Ray, I've said that. I keep alluding to this. That's not in me. My goal is different. It's to just hit things hard enough that people listen. You know? Any other crack, Ray? No?
I'll see now if I got any other crack. Brendan kind of sent me a little voice note earlier. And he said, don't forget, Ray, if you're stuck for stuff like, don't forget you can go into the podcast bits bit.
Yeah, I never go into it, though.
Well, I said, you know something, Brendan? I will do that.
Okay.
And here are the last 3 items that were sent to me by Brendan.
Okay.
For your... Right, first of all, about friends. It takes about 50 hours of socialising to go from an acquaintance to a casual friend. An extra 40 hours to become a real friend. And 200 hours in total to become a close friend, according to a study from the University of Kansas.
So how many hours past that then does it get to hitting each other like we do?
It didn't say that.
800 hours then you'll despise each other.
Despise each other and you'll fall out.
But what happens is you kind of just get on with it.
You have
You
to.
know what I mean?
Yeah. Do we hate each other now?
No, not at all, Ray. You don't hate me.
No, I don't.
No, you don't. No.
Oh, okay. The second thing he sent me was apparently there's a I Am Jesus Christ new computer game.
What does that mean?
It's a first person player game where you're Jesus Christ. And you get to go around and tackle all these different levels. Such things as the wedding at Cana, where the mother comes up and goes, they're all out of wine, Jesus. So you have to try and get very creative and make some wine.
If you were Jesus,
Yeah.
what's the first thing you'd do?
If I was Jesus.
You have your God.
Yeah.
What's the first thing you'd do? It's 100% you'd look at someone naked. It is, like, isn't it?
Is it?
Like, you'd probably go, jeez, I wouldn't mind. I wonder what your man looks like naked.
She couldn't do that. That'd be cheating.
What?
That'd be cheating. It'd be fine if you were single and you were God.
Here's the thing about being God as well.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can get some more women. Like,
I know, but if you're already in a relationship, you can't go leaving that.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Like, if you're telling me that I have to decide now,
Yeah.
like you're a prick, I have to decide now. Look, Mark, if you're going to be God, you stay with Nicola. I can't make that decision.
no,
Ray.
if you're
I don't know what else is out there. If I'm God, Ray.
Yeah, but if you were God, if I say to you now, right, at the click of my finger, you're God.
Yeah.
You're still with Nicola and you still have a child. You have
Yeah.
responsibilities.
But I don't know how my insights are going to change when I become
Yeah,
God.
and Geraldine Kendy is the mother of God now.
Yeah.
Which she'll be delighted with up in
she'd be-
Castlereagh.
she'd
That'll
go-
be big news about the town.
She'd go, oh, mother of God. They'd be delighted. Did you hear? Geraldine Kendy, you know she works with the HSE.
The
She's the
HSE.
mother of God now.
She's the mother of God.
She's actually the mother of
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
Yeah, and with and Ali, he'll be called Christ.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, but
Yeah.
but that's what I'm saying though. Like, I mean, you could do anything you want. Like,
Yeah, but you have responsibilities. You're God now. But
I know.
you have to maintain, like, you can't go look at the people naked. You're in a relationship, you have a husband.
but I also have a responsibility for the world, Ray.
Oh,
so
yeah.
if Nicola comes to me and says you're going to have to look after this child, I'll say, excuse me now, but there's 6 billion people
Praying to me, annoying me head.
annoying the head of me. Have you seen me emails? Go in and have a look at my
See
emails,
emails.
and you see the amount of people that are praying to me.
Yeah, shiting on about some sort of
Oh,
sickness.
mother of God! I mean, they're on about famine, and I mean, I haven't been over.
Pestilence.
I haven't been over there in years. I can't go over and say if I go over now, then I'll never get out of there. You know?
Did you enjoy the big dick move that the Pope came out with there last
What
week?
do you do now?
There was a charity, like a multi-billion-dollar charity, and he sacked them all.
What?
He
He
did.
went
He
fully on Musk on them, did he?
Went full.
Did he?
Well, all the managers. He said, "I'm sick of ye."
In
They're
the
done.
charity?
In the charity, all the management. I think the
That's
Irish,
good.
The Irish arm of the charity is Strokra.
That's a big dick move
He
to make
sacked
because
Strokra.
because the thing is he actually sacked Strokra. No, at the ground, on the ground level of all charities, Raymond,
Yeah.
is just tremendous people doing wonderful work.
Yeah.
And at the top is a big fat lad in a suit because he's eating everything he can eat because he has all the money in the world.
Yeah.
All the CEOs of these motherfucking charities are richer than anyone in the world. I'm delighted with the Pope.
And
I was losing a lot of respect for the Pope now, being honest.
Are you-
But he's regained quite a bit of it now
Are
by
you
sacking.
enjoying Elon Musk's treatment of the
I'm
Twitter?
absolutely
Twitterers?
loving it because because my favourite TikToks to watch over the last couple of months have been TikToks where it's like, hi you guys, come to Twitter with work for me for the day. So I got in at about 12:30, so I just went straight to the meditation centre, and then I got on a meeting for 10 minutes and I went for coffee with my friends, and all of a sudden it was 6 o'clock, so I went home. And Elon looked at all of these TikToks the same way I did.
Yeah.
And he said, is anyone doing any fucking work around here? Close the yoga centres, right? No one has a desk, right? Who here, actually, put your hands up. Who here has sent any kind of email or done anything and no one could do anything? And he said to every one of you, okay, well then, fuck off, every one of you.
But I didn't like the way then he said the ones that are staying. He said like, you have to sign up to work 50-hour weeks in work.
Yeah, I mean, I would never do that.
No.
Certainly.
Like,
no, I don't. There is a middle ground. No, there is a middle ground for work-life balance. There is absolutely a middle ground for work-life balance.
Do a bit.
But this, you have to do a bit.
You have to do a bit.
This idea, right, that, hi guys, I'm just at work today, so I spent 4 hours in the sauna. I did have to reply to an email, and that really stressed me out, you guys.
Yeah.
So I went to the wellness centre afterwards, and come on,
Right.
Come on.
So you think Elon's doing a good job?
Take the finger out.
So,
if I can recommend one thing, look up the attention seeker on TikTok. She is a tremendous little woman who wrecks her boss's head, right? And she doesn't do a tap either, but there's no way that she could get fired. Look her up, the attention seeker. She's unreal crap.
Do you know this Catherine Ryan, the comedian lady?
Yeah.
She's gone on about someone who's a predator.
What are you talking about there now?
Some fella.
What?
That's a predator.
Is this real life
It
news?
is real life. She keeps keeps seeing headlines go, Catherine Ryan says that someone big up in the movie industry or the TV industry, and he is a bad man.
Who's Catherine Ryan?
She's a comedian.
An English comedian. Canadian comedian.
Yes, Canadian comedian.
Sorry,
Yeah, but she won't. It's like, I have a big story. Yeah,
No
he's
way.
a bad bastard, but I won't say who he is. But everybody knows who he is.
Jimmy Shackencar.
But I don't know
no,
who he
you
is.
can't say that. That's mad. No way.
Yeah.
Like a full Harvey Weinstein job.
Yeah, but she's
I mean,
openly saying it, but not saying his name.
No, fair play to her though, because the one thing about that is and certainly the hashtag #MeToo movement is there's a bunch of fucking idiots out there pulling them kind of stunts.
There is.
I'm listening to a podcast, Raymond, now. It's called Teacher's Pet.
Oh yeah, advertise on the podcast. Yeah,
Oh,
way
yeah,
to drive
just in
people
case
away.
you get sick and fucking listen to it. There's stories out there of boys years ago.
That's terrible.
Jesus, boys were boys. Holy fuck, they were a shower. Anyway, why are we on about Catherine Ryan?
I have one. I just brought it up. I have one last one then from the podcast bits, which is the crap strap.
What's that do?
It's a tree pooping strap to help you poop in nature hands-free. And it's basically like a sling with straps in it. And you wrap it around the tree and it holds the back of your arse while you take a shite.
So, oh my God, I'm looking at it right here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's brilliant for the wilderness,
Yeah.
But if I got my hands on that...
It also works on lampposts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'd be shiting in town. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The county council should put in a few around the street.
I'm outside Centra, in town. Well, Fibber, I was crack, man. Yeah, no, I just got the paper from inside. I paid for it, paid for it.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking shitting outside the door.
And you have one of them little things you see at the beach. The little kind of the yolks that you put around you.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
and you can just see me head. I'm reading the fucking, I'm reading the fucking Daily Star. Well, I was crack boys. How things
if you got an Air branded one of them, like from Air or one of the KN networks or something, then it could actually look like you're working on the pole.
No, that's not bad. No, all day. I mean, that is the equivalent of glasses with the eyes open on them, and you're asleep underneath them. That's not a bad idea at all. Hey, Ray, have you any other crack before we hit the diff? No.
Yeah. Hold on. Okay. These are shout outs.
Oh, lovely.
I have to shout out a man,
Would you like to start that again, please, Ray?
I would. I'd like to shout out a gentleman by the name of Ian.
Okay.
He came up to me in Anderson's Instrumental Event Centre on Saturday night and said he listens to the podcast and he enjoys it.
Lovely.
Says I'm his favourite.
What?
Right. We have been given...
Whoa.
We have been extended...
Shut up for a sec, you
No,
bollocks.
he didn't say that.
Yeah, no, he's better not.
He likes us equally.
I don't usually I don't care if it is your favourite, but don't say that though.
We have been extended an invite to a tractor drive.
No. I would have to learn how to drive one first.
No, we won't be driving it.
Tractors don't have accelerators, Raymond.
So down in
Clutch and brake. You're both laughing at me there going, what's Kendy on about that tractors don't have accelerators? There's tractors that don't have accelerators.
No, there isn't.
I shagging drove one.
It was a toy.
It wasn't a toy tractor. It wasn't a dream. I didn't fall asleep
plastic.
at Stansted Airport to wake up and it's true as God. There's tractors. Old tractors don't have accelerator pedals.
No, they do. They all have them. They have a handle.
No, they don't. Yeah.
Sure, how do you speed them?
That's what I mean. It's not the accelerator pedal.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they also have the accelerator pedal.
Yeah, but it's not a pedal though.
But it's a pedal and a handle.
No, they don't. There's ones that only have a clutch and a brake as a pedal, and then you have to jimmy it up. Yeah.
Okay.
So before you two fucking two I'm from Tuam and I'm from Killala. Oh, Kendy's from the town. I know.
Right.
I'm not a fucking
fine.
idiot
I'm not
either.
going to debate with
Treat
you.
me like I'm a prick to two
Can you calm down?
All of a sudden, I come in here. All of a sudden, Kendy's a big fat heifer, like, and he's a prick, and he can't do anything.
Can you calm down?
What was the next shout out, Ray?
The crop cruisers have invited us to the Christmas tractors of Carrick and Shure.
All right, Carrick and Shure.
A charity tractor run event by the crop cruisers in aid of the Clare's Wish Foundation. Christmas tractors 2022. Saturday 17th of December, Carrick and Shure.
That's like a brilliant thing. And it's for charity as well.
Yeah, but I think, I see what's happening here. There's a little picture. They dress up the tractors in Christmas lights.
Okay, show me one of them.
There.
Pull up one of them.
I'm trying to. There it is.
Jeez,
Yeah.
man. Come here, Ray.
It's
I
the
love doing charity events as well. So, lads, we would be delighted to be there. Just get on to Brendan about the funds. How much it's going to cost to get us to go down there. We would absolutely love to go.
Yeah.
If it's for a good cause, then we'll probably do a discount.
We also have to talk about the live show that's this Monday.
Oh, my God. This is in 3 days' time, and we haven't advertised the tap of it because we didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
This Monday in Anderson's, 8 o'clock, Monday the...
What are we going to do? The 5th.
Monday the 5th of December. Monday the 5th of December. Monday the 5th of December.
Yeah.
At 8 o'clock, we're doing a live free event.
Live free event.
Where
and
you
we
can
will-
come and watch the podcast.
And if you're not feeling well, we'll also have an area where you can go and sit and have a glass of water.
Yeah, we'll have one of those areas as well. Yeah, and if that was cut out of the podcast, you don't know what we're on about.
That's not cut out.
It is absolutely...
How is it cut out?
Because we're talking about a sponsor! Can't talk about...
It's talking about a responsible sponsor.
Yeah, it's a sponsor.
Responsible.
Listen. I'll tell the truth. 8
Prepare
o'clock
to
Monday.
lie.
It's
8
actually going to be... anyone who's been to the shows know they're great crack. If you've listened to them back, you know that they're great crack, but it's great being there. Okay, sorry, Ray. Tell everyone it's shite then. Why are we promoting this thing so much? Like, what's the point in getting people to go to us?
Oh, and next week, by the way. That won't be. Will next week be the introduction of our new microphones? No, it'll be the week after.
No. So here's what happened, actually. This is a good call. We leave it on this one. We made a decision 2 weeks ago, right? We said, look, let's bite the bullet and buy 2 brand new microphones.
Full Joe Rogan.
Real good ones, like,
Yeah.
the ones you see on every podcast. We were like, lovely, let's do it. So
Make this a successful
Ray
podcast.
said, lads, say no more. I don't want to hear anything else about us. I'll get them. Right? And then he came back to me last week and he said, Mark, what are you going to do about your mic? And I said, I thought you were getting this. He said, no, I did. I got my own one.
Yeah. I got a second hand, about €200 less.
Yeah, he was like, oh, I got a cheaper, like, as well. So what
Yeah.
do you want to do? And I was like, oh, thanks very much, Ray, for that. I'm glad you got yours,
Yeah.
like, you know?
Yours is 379,
So,
you know.
No. So I'm actually going to set a principle now, right?
Oh.
And next week's episode is going to sound class
Right.
on one side of your car. Because that's the selfishness of Ray,
Yeah.
lads.
Yeah.
I landed in here, set up all these cameras that I bought,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I bought a camera so it's on you.
Yeah, thanks for the use.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Maybe I should get your mic
And then
now.
you were like, no, then you said, no. But as long as I sound right, though, that's actually all the big thing. That's that. So I'm going to use this simple old mic that I bought off Vinnie Higgins.
Yeah.
Right? Premium mics. I'm going to use this next week, and you use that. I want to hear the difference. And I want people to go, do you know what, Kendy? I actually thought you sounded nice now. I didn't. I wasn't
I
gone.
kind of like the old sound you used to
I
have.
wasn't gone on Ray's new sound now. I don't know why he's changing everything.
Right, okay, let's do that
Let's do
next
that
week.
then.
Next week, but that's the live shows. That won't
Oh,
work.
that'll be the live show. It'll absolutely work.
How? Okay, fine. Let's go to
Right.
feedback. My mic won't be very good in that situation.
You fucking made your bed.
Right.
Fuck that.
Okay.
Thanks to Brendan. Flick the keys up himself.
Thanks,
We'll
Brendan.
see you all next Monday live in Anderson's at 8 o'clock. Ray, fair play to me.
Fair play to me.
Good luck.
Good luck. The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre and Wonderful Food Items, and the Blind Tiger's marvellous alcoholic fruit drinks.